Yo, yo.
What's going on, family? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling, man?
We live, baby. Who we got? Who we got in the chats? Hold on. Who we got?
It coming in slowly but surely, surely. Loving it, loving it. How y'all
Sir.
doing out
Salty Sundays, y'all. What's up?
there? Salty
Salty
Sunday, man.
Sunday.
Hey, Mike, how you feeling, salty, man?
No, yeah,
Oh, I forgot. You always salty.
yeah. I'm real salty.
Corey, how you feeling, fam? What's going on with you, man?
I'm salty, bro. I'm salty, bro.
Hey, it's
It's the
a
first
great
Feeling
time I
song.
put a
good.
light on this thing, man. It's crazy.
Bro, it looked good. Hold
I
on. You
like
did you did
the
you
ruffles.
did that yourself? Hold on. What let me see that.
Oh yeah, I escaped out myself. Let me see if I can bring the
Oh,
light down a little.
shoot. That's what I'm
Mike,
talking about.
Mike got a little talent going on over there, man.
Yeah,
We see you, Mike. We see you.
a little
Little,
bit,
little
Hey,
artwork going on,
a
little
little bit,
escaping going on.
a little bit,
that look good, bro. I ain't
a
gonna
little
lie
bit.
to you.
I like it.
Did you paint the background?
Yeah, I painted it. Yep.
Oh,
See, that's
I might.
that's what I need to do. That's what I need
Everything.
to do, Mike, with mines is to get like a background for it.
No,
Yeah.
hey, you can't go wrong with painting it though. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but then I'll have to probably get back there and unhook the It's so close to the wall. I gotta
Yeah,
get
I feel you.
and
I feel
trying to
you on
lift
that.
to what I'm
I,
moving.
I feel you on that. Man,
Yeah,
that joint look nice though. The blue joint, it like the ocean.
yeah. It looks good, Mike.
As long as I
Yours
get
too,
that
Corey.
clear.
I like the coloration. You got the purple and what's that? The white rocks
Nah,
going
I
on.
gotta
So
get clean.
what Mike say?
I don't know.
Okay. So we
I
got a
don't
few
know.
people in the comments coming through, man. So while Mike is doing what he's doing, we're going to say, Mexicali, what's going on, man? We see you. Appreciate you coming
Yo,
through. Pet Sodics, what's happening with you, man? Appreciate your family. Real Hard Fishing, what's going on with you, man? Thank you
yeah,
for coming
yeah.
through. Appreciate it. Carlton Thompson, what's going on, sir? Glad to have you. Pleasure, pleasure. DETRB, what's going on with your family? We see you, man. We see you. Angie, the
Hey,
best moderator, man. What's happening with you, girl? How you feeling?
Angie, what's up? What's up? Hey, Real Hard Fishing said you can get the vinyl tint.
The vinyl tint. Oh yeah,
Uh-huh.
there it is. Vinyl tint. Oh, okay. That's actually a good idea.
Yeah.
That's
It had
actually a
like
good
that.
idea.
It had like that the black. But I like the
Yeah.
blue more. I like the blue more though.
The blue is more ocean related.
Mhm. Mhm.
Uh what's this? We got rules, aquatics, and reptiles. What's going on with you, man? We see you. We see you. Appreciate the muscle emoji. All right, okay. Real hard fishing. Tank looks good, fellas. We appreciate you, my man. Appreciate you. We're
Appreciate
just
it.
trying to do a thing. Slowly but
Got
surely,
got the salt
Salty.
water going in the back.
Yeah, we all got our saltwater tanks. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to do our little thing. Let's go down the line and see what we got here. Steve O. What's going on, Steve? The only way to print a tank is with acrylic paint. Right, Mike?
What's up?
Steve was saying something to you. Let's put it up here. The only way to paint the tank is with acrylic paint.
Oh.
Well, I never painted a tank before, Steve, so I
You
can't
know
say
why?
yeah or nay.
I know why he's saying that. Yeah,
Because
I know why. I know why. He I had already painted this like blue with acrylic,
Uh,
at the end.
and some water got in the back and immediately peeled it off.
what?
Started peeling it. He was like, with that salt water, that's just going to chew that right off, man. I'm telling you, you got to switch it up. So I had to take it all off and redo it again.
Jeez.
Look, And I did my let me see if it'll go down. Let me see if I can get y'all to see. Yeah. I painted my sump white.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Sump's painted white. It's all motion censored too. Whenever I go under the sump, it turns on with the motion.
So is this like a sneak preview, bro?
Yeah, this is that exclusive live. Let me.
Hey, this is exclusive, y'all. Hey, if you in the live right now, this is exclusive, y'all. Come on.
Wait, where'd I go? Where'd
I
I
still
go?
see. I still see you, bro. Troy disappeared.
Oh, I thought I disappeared.
He
Okay.
said, "Where I go?"
All right, so yeah, this is just a little peek of the sump, man. I actually shouldn't even have that in right now because I'm cycling it, but it's already been running like that.
Uh-huh.
I got the old school Dollar Tree sponges running off of there.
Good
And
money.
getting a little closer. You see, I got the dual filter socks back here. Both filter socks running back there. And yeah, bro. And I'm gonna have a skimmer. The skimmer gonna be right there. Steve working on that skimmer for me right here. It's gonna go here whenever it's cycling.
What size is that sump right now?
It's about a 38.
38. Okay. Okay.
So I'm about 185 gallons, almost 155 gallons worth of water.
Bro, I can't wait to see the fish up, man. I can't wait.
That's a sump, Mike.
See if I can find them. Oh, there they go. They're right there. There they go, right here.
They doing good. That's what I'm talking about.
Yep. That wave maker is no joke, though.
I think it makes absolutely no sense in my business.
All right.
That's nice. Fish family,
Yeah.
howdy.
Yep.
How you feeling?
Good. We're doing good, man. I got just got my auto top off system. Look, I went to a place where a dude was pretty much doing a yard sale, right?
Yeah.
And he had all saltwater stuff. He giving it all away, everything from wave makers to skimmers to heaters, timers, to the whole thing, man. I was like, that auto top off, if you go on and buy it, it's probably like $100-something.
Mm-hmm.
He let it go for 30.
Bro, see, that's the thing. We living in the wrong state right now. Living in the wrong state.
Look, I don't know how many times I got to tell him. He sits over there. He's sitting over there shaking his head. He didn't believe me. He don't listen to me. You know what I mean? He don't listen to me. I told him. See? Yeah. That's it right there. Yeah, that is definitely it. I have told him, and what he say?
Hey, man. What?
You crazy. No, nope. I don't believe.
Hey, Troy, we gotta get in these streets, bro. It's out here, bro. We gotta get out here and start searching.
I don't know how Mike keep coming up with these awesome deals and giveaways and like, bro. Do we gotta move to Pennsylvania?
We might have to.
Bro, be getting tanks for $100, 200 gallon with the stand and the tank.
You know the thing about it though.
That's it right there.
That's it right there.
Yeah, that's it right there. Yep.
But you know what it is, bro? It's probably out here where we at. We just gotta look for it, bro. We gotta get out here. We gotta do the footwork, bro.
It's there.
But look, bro. How many times I've checked Facebook Market with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, we may come across maybe one or two, but it's like
I check it out too, but you know what it is? You know what we need to do? We need to go to these fish stores and just start talking to people. That's it. Start talking to people and just see what's going on. Somebody got some connections, bro. And
Bro.
like Mike gave me an idea on, I don't know how I can do it, but Mike, you gave me an idea when you went to the fish auction. I was thinking of like, yeah, checking out if we got something going on around here in Virginia like that. Did you pick up anything though?
Oh,
Yeah.
oh yes, I did. Oh yes, I did. And before I even go into talking about what I got, I'm unhappy with you.
Crazy.
And I'm unhappy with you. Okay. And I'm unhappy with every single person in these comments. I'm gonna give some credit to where credit's due.
Hold on,
Steve won't get the credit. All right. But
pull up.
nobody in this chat ever talked about no auction. We've been fish keeping for years. We've been fish keeping. Me, Troy, Corey, when we first met, we've been fish keeping for years. Ain't nobody say a word about, yo, you ever been to an auction?
Nobody.
Nobody.
I never knew about it. I never knew about it.
Look, and no one said anything to me. No one said a word to me. Like for any reason. Like, yo, go check out an auction. That might be something.
So okay, hold on. Is it better than going to the fish store?
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew it, bro.
Angela, why you gotta say that? First of all, why you gotta go there, huh? Uh-huh. Now, if you want to say somebody real dark, then you would.
He froze up right now. He froze.
He froze.
Yeah,
up?
he froze.
Hey, yeah, hold on. Time out, everybody. Time out. Everybody take a quick time out. He look like he's praying. He look like he's praying, don't he?
He's praying or disappointed about something. Oh man.
But wait. Yeah, Steve said I better stop stealing my daughter's crafting paint. He was not happy with what I painted with, yo. And yeah, he wasn't. He was like, what did you use? I was like, acrylic. He said, what? I broke the law, bro. I broke the law.
Bro, you gotta meet Steve, man.
Oh man, he's gonna be in my videos coming up. He's gonna be in my videos more because he's been doing a lot of work showing me how to do this stuff with the saltwater tank. So he will be in the upcoming videos. I just made it to my saltwater portion. But shout out to Steve for even putting me on. I was there with him today at the auction, and listen, I checked out twice, like saying I'm done because I filled my trunk up with stuff.
That's what I'm talking about.
And I ain't even drop 100.
Dang.
Listen, I paid more for that tank over here than I paid for a trunk full of fish, plants, equipment. Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
What? Oh my God. Come on.
Shout out to Greater Pittsburgh Aquarium Society. I will be at the next meeting and I will be attending. I'm getting the knowledge. I'm taking it. There was legit. Yeah, there was legit master breeders there. And Steve was pointing them out for me. He was like, yeah, that's a master breeder. Oh yeah, I'm getting in that head.
Did you get a chance to meet him though? Like talk to him?
No, we were running. It was the auction, so everyone was talking loud. So nope.
Okay, I got you.
And it's all from local.
What you got, bro?
What's wrong with him?
What you got, bro?
Is he all right?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
He hate he missed that auction, bro. Me too.
Bro, it's like I'm hearing Mike talking about all this good stuff. I'm like, why we don't have that down here? Like,
I think we do, bro. We do. I think we do. We just haven't found it yet.
Bro, I need for sure. Like, I need to know, like, for sure, like, where is it at? Because, bro, like, I mean, my boy Mike out there getting it. You know what I'm saying?
It, bro.
My boy out there getting tanks. My boy out there getting equipment, plants. Like, yo, like Mike out there doing his thing.
Look,
Yes,
they
sir.
had. I'll even tell you. I know this. I looked it up just to make sure that I wasn't hallucinating. But they had the Turkanian jewel cichlids. Okay, you go buy those and you look for those online. You're paying about $19.99, like
Mhm.
20. Yeah, I got 10 of them for $5.
Yep.
10
Yep.
for 5.
Yeah, 10 for 5.
Okay.
Man.
You know what I mean?
So, okay, when you found out about this auction, was it word of mouth or did you search for it?
No, I got told by multiple people join the Greater Pittsburgh Aquarium Society. Okay.
Okay.
When I paid the fee and joined them, that was the first thing that was the first order of business that was next on the schedule. It was the auction, open to the public. Like you guys could have pulled up and went right in.
Yeah.
No problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And once I found out about that, they started advertising it on my Facebook page, saying everything that was there. People walking around doing 50-50s. So you pay $1 for a ticket, they will raffle it off. You win money. You're getting more money as you're spending it. You know what I mean? And
that's my kind of place right there.
It was all right, man. I gotta say. And they said it wasn't even that busy. So I'm assuming when there ain't no Steeler game, which was a total disappointment. Total disappointment.
Hey,
Total disappointment.
I can't even clown, bro, because hey, look, my team lost too, bro. The Titans lost too, bro. But hold on, hold on, wait. We're not here to talk about football, y'all. Come on, there's salty Sundays. Let's get into it. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get into it. Who we got?
Okay, so that was Island Aquatics because he keeps losing connection. So he was saying he was here, but
he coming in.
He had to go into the chat.
Your room is almost done. You can come stay. Bad. Yo, good money. We got a room.
Bro, hey, look, bro. My internet has been good all day. As soon as I get on the live, it want to mess up. Bro, like all day, bro. My internet's been good. Once I get on the live, here we go.
Good. Hold on, y'all.
I love how Angela offered out the come and stay. I would say first, let me and Troy get on good terms because he tried to fall asleep up here at my spot, and I'm letting him know now. Don't go to sleep. don't go to sleep.
You're gonna take that magic marker and draw on your face.
Mike, Mike, is that what we're doing?
Because I don't sleep. I don't sleep. So you better not go to sleep.
Okay.
Hold on, fellas. Give me 2 minutes. Hold on. Give me 2 minutes.
All right.
Hey, don't worry, Mike. I got something for that.
See, that's why I ain't going to Jamaica. I already knew. I already knew that. See? I already knew.
Oh, man.
I was prepared. I was ready. I knew you was going to do that.
I got something for that.
But real quick, Animal Instinct in the building. Shout out to Tommy. Shout out to Raul's Aquatics and Reptiles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Raul is a good dude, man. He's part of that. He's an influencer with this brand as well, Microbe Lift. He's an influencer on there. He does Instagram. We might have to bring him on too because he does some really good skits on his channel.
Nice.
Yeah, we have to talk to him. He cool dude.
Okay.
Funk. Oh snap! I didn't know y'all was going live. That's what's up. Y'all gonna do this on a regular.
I'm always lying.
Look, you know why he real brand new right now. He done caught the Holy Ghost and now he putting videos out all over the place and
Facts.
You know what I mean? And he promoting, doing his thing. Shout out to Funk. Keep up the good work, big dog. I appreciate that. I love your videos anyway. You know what I mean?
Funk, baby.
Keep it up. You know what I mean? Don't sleep on your boys. Always have one. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that to my mans. I wouldn't do that. Yeah. Oh, snap. Oh, what's up? Oh, Tommy. Oh, look, Tommy bringing out. Oh, hold on. Oh, Tommy, you ain't got to say stuff like that, bro.
What is it?
He said, "Shout out to you three. Y'all become one of my favorites. Y'all are my top 5 shows I have to catch."
Good luck, Tommy. Appreciate
That's
you.
what's up. That's what's up, Tommy. That's what's up.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it.
Patrick David in the building. He was on the show prior with the fish room and his breeding job, and his whole fish room, man, was on point. Good to have him back on here. Good to see
he's
him.
he's one of the guests who'll be coming up.
Oh, nice.
Shortly.
That's a good experienced person. People I didn't say what's up to, Mexicali, what's up? Fish Fam Link is in the building. Shout out to them, man. He always on here. Detroit Robert is in the building. Real hard.
How about hey, hold on. How about them Lions, man? Where my KC fans at? How about them Lions?
Oh yeah, he probably hype. He hype. Pet
Did they
Sonic.
win?
Yeah, they won. Yeah, they won. And look good doing it.
How about them Lions?
Look good doing it too. Look good.
Hey, Mike, you ain't lying.
But Pet Sonic's in the building. Shout out. Me and Troy gonna unbox the goodies you gave us. It's been too long enough, man. We still want to let you know we greatly appreciate you sending it out. Much love to you. But we're gonna get that going before we get deep into the salt talk, because each of us should explain the status and where we're at with our saltwater program. Each of us, so that everyone knows where we're at. But first, let's get that package open, Troy. Let's get that package open for Pet
Right,
Sonic.
let me grab mine. It's right over here.
Let's do it. While we're getting our stuff, Corey will have a lot of things to say for you guys.
Well, y'all, hey, this is my saltwater tank. Hey, right now, if y'all check out the videos, but right now, I got 2 damsel fish. One is purple. Are y'all hurrying up with that package? Come on, y'all. I don't like the spotlight on me.
What's wrong?
I don't like the spotlight on me, but y'all know it's Salty Sundays and we showing off our saltwater tanks. So, yeah, that's about it, bro.
Corey got the spotlight.
Yeah, I hate the spotlight, bro. I hate it.
Spotlight on me.
Hate the spotlight.
I don't want that spotlight on me. Get that thing off. Get that camera out there.
Let's get a close up on it. Hold on. While these guys getting ready, let's show this tank. Salty Sundays, y'all. It's not too much going on right here, but you know, we getting it going. We're getting it started. Getting it going. Y'all done yet? Come on, fellas.
Host the show, Corey.
Host the show.
You doing real good, Corey. Real good.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Y'all act like y'all packages in the other room or something. Come on. I know y'all got them right there.
Yeah, mine upstairs. I'll be back.
Man, if you don't run up there.
I got mine.
All right, Troy, you ready? Put yourself on, bro. Put yourself on.
He said, run up there. He said, you better run up there, man. What's wrong with you?
Run
All
up
right.
there, bro.
All right.
They don't.
Here we go. So let's this happen. Yo, what
Whoops,
is
that's me.
what is Hey, Corey. What's up with your boy, bro? What's up with your boy? Huh?
What's going
I'm
on, bro?
asking you, what's up with your boy? Because
No, see, there was some stuff going on. I had technical difficulties on my laptop, so I swapped to my phone. You know what I'm saying? So when I get back on, right now I'm on my laptop. So it was the echoing and stuff like that. So that was
Hey,
what
Mike.
was going on. But
Mike,
anyway,
you get used to it, bro. You get used to it, bro. I'm telling you. You get used to it.
hey, Corey.
I'm funny. Oh man.
Oh snap!
Uh,
All right. So before we start introing our tanks and going down that road of the salt life, we got to shout out to my main man, Petzotics. I hope he's still in the building. He got to be in the building. We got to unbox it for him. We've been delaying, waiting. Time is now. Let me see if I can change how we look on here. Let me see. Ooh. Hold on. Let me see if we. Oh, no, I don't like that one. Nope. I don't like that. I don't like that.
no.
I think we're just going to leave it like that. All right. So we're going to go ahead and open these. Troy got a box. I got a box. Corey don't, but it's okay. We'll get with him later on that. But let's go ahead. Let's open this up, bro. I hope
let's see what we got.
I hope he's here, man.
He was in the chat earlier.
Yeah, he is in the chat. He was in here. All right.
So
this is what I pulled out first, Troy. I found a slug plushie. You can put it on you can put this on a fish tank. Okay.
Hey, I got a discus. I like this.
You got a discus?
I got a discus.
Yo, I got a slug. Nah, that's okay. But look, I put that on the tank real quick. I got my slug plushie. All right, good looking out. All right, ooh, legit.
Right.
It's legit fish food. See, he gave me one that stick, Troy. That's why I got the stick.
I know, right?
So I got some legit bottom feeding food, which I will be trying out. Fast sinking pellet, all natural, rich in omega-3, low ash, rich high protein, support sustainability. Okay. All right. Shout out Petzotics. Shout out. That's what I'm saying. I like that. Next. Oh yeah, he even sent some more food. All right. Look.
All right, so
he got the community slow sinking. Community slow sinking for them smaller nano fish. Okay.
Yeah, I got both of those too, Mike.
Oh, you got them too?
Yeah, the sinking pellets.
And the slow sinking mixed too?
Yeah.
Look like they real low waste. It says low waste clear water.
What else we got inside her?
Petzotics gave me a that's the man right here. Look, he got a website and everything. This is our boy right here. He got everything. Dog, fish, cats, reptiles, small animals, birds. Here's all his info right here. Hey, Angela, put his link up there. Put his YouTube up there so everybody know, please. But he got his information.
This right here, Mike, I like this. My little coffee mug.
Yo. And he gave me a bunch of cards. Petzotics.
Yeah, I got some cards inside here too.
Mm-hmm. Make the world a better place. All right. You know what? I've really been thinking about messing around with some beta, man. It might be in the works, bro.
Me too, Mike. Me too.
You know, I've been thinking about it for real.
Me too.
Yeah, that's what's up. And then,
all right.
What's this?
Let's see what else.
What do you got here? What is this?
Starter package Streets 50-gallon aqua clear. Have y'all ever seen this before, family?
Yeah. Have y'all? Anybody know about that? Hopefully, my man Petzotics sends that package out to my man Corey down there and make sure he get it as he sits there eating his chicken nuggets. You know what I mean?
Munching away while we here opening gifts.
But you know what though? You know what though? Some people think deeper into that action that he's doing right now. That eating them chicken nuggets, like I'm all right. I'm good. Don't you worry about it.
Delicious.
Hey, Mike, you over there pulling the Bob Marley. Every little thing It's gonna be all right. Woke up this morning.
Hey, Real Hard Fishing. It's aqua. It says aqua char carbon biomedia for long-term use. It's for salt and freshwater. Okay. So it's a dark bag. It's a dark bag carbon. It's carbon media, but you also get the mesh bag. So you just go ahead and drop that bad boy in there. Bang.
You know, funny thing is, Mike, I never used carbon in any one of my tanks before, bro. Like, I never use carbon, to be honest.
I think I have before, Troy, but I never really noticed the difference.
I believe carbon takes out like medications, and you can use it to treat parasites and stuff like that.
So I would use carbon after I treated a tank then, and they
Right.
were all healed. I'd throw
Right.
carbon in. That's what I would do. 3G, what's up now? Carlton said a man got to eat. He's making sure Corey's all full and taken care of. He gets his belly right. Right. Oh, yeah, don't choke on it. Right, don't do that.
That's right. Man said a man's got to eat.
Man got to eat. 3G in the building.
3G, what's up?
You were using Raul. Now Raul's Aquatics and Reptiles. He has a saltwater tank. I do believe he does, and he's saying we may have to use that. Troy and Corey.
Carbon also removes toxic in the water. Okay. It removes smell and any meds or harmful chemical in the water. Okay.
Now let me ask you this: would you use it while you're cycling? Would you use it while you're trying to establish an aquarium?
Well,
I wouldn't do it. In the beginning, no, I wouldn't do it.
Well, tell you what, Mike. Before my man Real Hard Fishing answering that, we can definitely bring him on and what's going on up here? Patrick.
All right. Well, before they come on,
Dovice is going crazy, man.
Oh, here you go with them doves.
I'm gonna eat this fish, bro. I'm gonna eat this fish.
No, sorry, you two. He didn't mean that. He's just frustrated. He didn't mean it.
He didn't mean it.
Fish are friends, not food. We know that. Fish are friends, not food. He knows that.
I'm like Bruce.
He knows that.
I'm like Bruce.
What was that face?
Mike, somebody gonna be eating tonight, Mike. Yeah. I got me some hot sauce upstairs too with some peppers, bell peppers. Oh yeah. Keep on.
Nah, man, nah, don't do it. Don't do it yet.
Hey, I'm gonna make a video of it. Keep on.
Bro, you gonna have what's that?
Mr. Wolf Ciclet. I got something for that wolf.
All right, listen, I'm on board if you make the video. I'm on board. All right.
All right.
I'm on board. You make the video, I'm on board. All right, I'll watch.
Hey,
I can't support it.
Hey, look, catch, clean, and cook Dovi Ciclet.
Catch, clean, and cook. Yeah, because you probably gonna have to remove everything to catch that big.
Yeah. You gotta move everything.
You ain't lying, bro.
Yeah. You probably gonna have to move everything out the way because of that fish.
If you don't run carbon in your system in salt water periodically or consistently, you will eventually run into problems down the road if you haven't.
Oh, say no more. I'll probably throw some in my sump. Don't you worry. As soon as it's established, I'll probably throw some in there then.
Well, if not, I'll probably throw it in my my canister. You know, just throw it in there, just to, like what he said, kind of avoid certain problems.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he said, "Trust me." Oh, we know, brother.
Yes.
You put some crazy videos, man. We know.
Yes, we are, Raul. We are. I'm on a weekly right now because I know where my levels are, but I am testing them during the cycle. I am testing.
Hey, Raul, I just bought the kit. I've been checking it every day. I just got it. I've been
Hold on.
checking this thing every day, y'all.
So I got my which one is it? I got my reef buffer right here. I got my Jesus. I'm having a brain fart right now. But yeah, I got all my stuff. The especially for my reef tank, I got the my magnesium, my calcium, the reef buffer, reef builder, and Jesus. I'm having a brain fart. I'll have to get up and go under the thing and check. But yeah, he's right. Saltwater do require a lot more attention.
Mm-hmm.
But the question is, why though? Why is it like that?
Well, I think I don't know. I think we should get these guys who've been doing it a lot longer to answer that question.
Well, first, let's ISO and everybody say what's going on with their tank, what tank size they got, what they got in it, where they're at in their cycle, and then we'll get to the people coming on.
Okay, cool, right. No problem.
I figure since Corey was taking over the show, he would start us off and get us going.
Sure. Let's go. All right. Like everybody say, how do you turn this thing around, man?
Settings, camera.
Everybody say that, right?
Yeah.
How do you turn this thing around?
Yes, we are salty right now, June. We are very salty.
Hey, June, what's up? All right, so
Hannah test kit. What is that?
All right, y'all. So I got this tank sitting in my room right now. I know my bed's showing a little bit, but this is my 40-gallon. And I had this tank running for about, I think it's been 2 months now. I did the slow cycle without fish in the beginning for like maybe the first month. And then after that, I added the fish in. The first fish that I had was, well, they hiding right now, but if you can see that yellow damsel right there, shout out to Troy. He gave it to me. Appreciate it, Troy.
You're welcome, bro. No problem.
Yeah. He gave me that. I got another one in here somewhere. I don't know why he's hiding, but I had 2 of them to start the cycle out for this tank. Then after that, I got this clownfish. I actually had 2 of those guys, and one actually passed away. So I don't know what happened, but something happened in the tank. And I also had 2 other chromis, if y'all saw the guy that ran behind the rocks right there. But right there, I had 2 other chromis that was in this tank, and they also passed. So in total, I lost 3 fish. It was 2 chromis and 1 clownfish. So far, right? Fingers crossed I don't lose anything else, but everything been going good in this tank. So far, my experience with saltwater is not hard, to be honest. Like, you get all the horror stories of when you first started, things might happen or whatever, but it haven't been hard. Keep in mind, I haven't got into like doing corals and all that. I'm just doing a fish only tank. So right now it's pretty easy for me. The only problem I got is the salt creep. That's like my biggest enemy right now. Salt creep. It is. You can see it's all on the tank right now. It seeps out everywhere, but I clean that up. So yeah, like I said, everything's been good. It's pretty easy starting out, but yeah. What y'all got, man?
So what you filtrating that tank with?
All right, so I got one sponge filter. Y'all can see, you can't zoom in, can I? No, you can't zoom in, but I got a sponge filter right there, hide behind the rocks. And I got this, I don't know the name of this filter, but I got the filter on here. And that's the 2 things that I got filtrating in this tank. I wanted to build like a 10-gallon sump on this, but I'm still looking into like how to actually put it together. But I think it'll be better once I add more fish to the tank, because I'm going to be adding more. to this tank. So
Okay,
yeah, that's what I got running right now.
that's what's up. June, Melanie, shout out Coral Aquatic Reef. Shout out to you. I saw you in there before, but shout out to you guys for coming in during that. So what's so you said you had that running for 2 months right now, right?
Yep, about 2.5. Yep.
2.5 months.
Uh-huh.
All right, that's what's up, man.
Hey man, keep the questions
Wait.
coming. What else you got for me? What's up?
Looks clean.
What's up, man?
What pH you keep it at?
Hey, right now I got it at. I had to get back with
Say
you
what?
on that.
Yeah, I don't even know the pH.
I had to check that. But I just added the let's see if I got it. I picked this up right here. If y'all know about this the
Oh,
I
that's
recognize-
I'm running
Yeah.
that. I'm running some of that too, actually.
just to raise the pH. I think it raised it to at least 8.2. They got it right there. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So-
And it also stabilizes it too. It help it to maintain a higher pH.
Uh-huh. So
pH need to be between 8 and 8.5.
8.5. Yeah.
Well, I'm wait till my turn, but okay.
I mean, yeah. I'm done. If you want to go.
All right. Yeah, let's go.
I'm
Let's move it. Are we moving forward? We gonna answer more questions as we move forward.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Mike can go next.
All right,
Let's
I'll
see what
go.
Let's see what Mike got.
I'll go.
Let me switch back. Hold on.
Go depress Mike.
All right,
It's all right, I'll go.
all right. What y'all looking at is 4 foot length, 2 foot width, and I think it's either I don't know. It's at least 2 feet height. It's a 120 gallon. It has obviously you can see this is the inlet, which is pushing all the water, and that is the back is taking it all down to the sump. I think I showed. I don't know if everyone's here that seen that, but I guess there's the sump right there. You can get a little peek. Yep, it's a 39 gallon sump, which everything on here is all DIY. I had to remove that comb back there, or wear. I think you call it a wear. I had to remove that, and we had to re-drill it to put 1-inch bulkheads on it, and that is on that side is 3/4 inch bulkhead. And I have 2 filter socks down here running in, and I have the good old fashioned Dollar Tree scrubbies, and that is running into the center area right there that you can see as well. You see it? That's where I will have a skimmer right there, and it's going over into the last chamber, which has a little bit of polish filter right there. I'm actually using all the way down at the bottom. I'm using a filter from an FX4 or 6, and then that little pump over there is controlled by. I'll show y'all that. I have my own little generic Apex system right there.
So how many gallons you pumping from that sump?
I think it's between 600 to 700 gallons.
Jeez.
It's between there. But as I lift this up, I'm running my own little electrical system over there. That's one's for the return pump, one's for the wave maker, and then you can obviously see the power box. One's controlling the heater. I will be getting an Apex system in here eventually, either a junior or the main one. But as far as the scape of this, I did this outside. I wanted to make like that overlook, and then I made a miniature one as well so fish could go under. I plan on putting tons of anemones in here. That is going to be the goal. There's 2 fish in here right now. It's been 2 fish have been in here since August 24th. My salinity level is right around point, what is it, 0.20 to 0.21, 0.21. That's where it usually sits at. I'm in the process of cycling. See, I have my little ammonia checker over here. It is at the alert level. It's 0.05 right now. And when I checked it, if you saw my short, the nitrates and the nitrites were elevated. So it is cycling right now. But I have not seen an issue with any other fish. This light that's on there is not the light for this tank. I just moved over a Fluval one because I have not ran a light on this. This is the first time I've lit it up. That's why you guys probably see me wiping the glass, because I haven't seen it with the lights on ever. So, but two Ocellaris Miss Bars over there in the corner. They've been here and doing their own thing, enjoying it. I put a piece of live rock right there because that's going to go in my quarantine tank. The wave maker was used in my 180-gallon tank, and it was blowing the fish away in there. So, as you can see, I got a little issue with the substrate. So I'm either going to put a less stronger one, because it's on the lowest level possible right now, and it's doing that. So either I'm gonna reposition that, or I'm gonna get a one with a lighter power. But yeah, it's been running since August 24th. He said it needs to be to 0.024 to 0.026.
Yep.
See, I get that. I'm getting different. Well, actually, I was testing it with a hydrometer, and they were telling me that's the baddest way to do it. So I actually picked up one when I was at that person selling it at a flea market. I have an actual salinity tester, one of the ones that you actually look through, like a telescope. So I'll be using that from now on, and the temperature is at 78. That's where my temp is.
I was told that 2-3 is the sweet spot. That's why I try to keep mine at.
Well, I get told different. Like, I get told different things. Like, someone told me 0.020 was okay. You know?
Well, that's you got hypersalinity and hyposalinity. If you're anywhere between like 2.0 or 2.1, you're in hyposalinity. Anywhere from like 2.5, 2.6, that's hypersalinity. So but I mean, each tank is different, and each person runs their tank different. So what may works for one person may not work for you. If your fish is thriving and doing, I would say okay or good in your eyes, hey, it is what it is. But I was told, and I was told that the sweet spot is normally like between 2.3 to 2.5. If you got corals in the tank, 2.5 to 2.6 is a little bit better because the corals like the higher salinity.
Well, here's what Raul was saying about cleaning the filter socks every 3 to 5 days. Is that supposed to be done while you're cycling it, Raul? Hey, real hard, good shout out. Thank you for showing the love, bro. I'm trying to do my thing, man. That's all. One day at a time. That's it. June got a dirty mind, so she caught on to somebody saying hitting that sweet spot. So
oh Lord.
Listen, if a woman want to get on here and say she heard sweet spot, I'm okay with that. She allowed. I allow it. I allow it.
All right.
But yeah, but this is the only saltwater tank I got right now. But Raul, what I'm noticing is the clownfish look good, and they ain't causing me no issue. I'm gonna keep testing it. Hopefully, when these levels bottom out with the ammonia and nitrite and nitrates, I can at least go from there. And then get it up to the salinity that I want to, because it was up prior, and I think that's probably when the evaporation was happening. So,
Bro, the thing that confused me, right, with the two of y'all, Mike and Troy, right?
Okay.
So y'all got big boy tanks, right?
I'm listening.
Y'all use it. Y'all use the small fish to cycle the tank. Is that good or bad?
well, that's why I'm asking. That's why I'm asking Raul, because he says something about doing the filter socks. If I got to do the filter socks with the little fish,
Right. It shouldn't be that bad of a problem, especially not every 3 days.
so they saying I should raise the salinity. Look, let me see if this is okay. Like I said, you guys,
I just think
this
okay,
was
what's that?
this was that top off I was telling everybody about.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
That's going to control all that because I got the RO water and a little top off thing. And this is what I was advised to get. This right here.
The hydrometer. That's what I got, Mike. I got the same thing.
Okay. And you open it like
and
open it up, let it drip, and then you do the old R, matey. There's something about 5 parsecs away. R.
Like a pirate.
Right.
Man.
But yeah,
I actually got the one that sits in the tank. Like you can keep it in the tank for.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that real quick. It's sitting in there. I did see that. I have one of those.
Shoot, I say use both.
I'm with Steve. Steve said if you're running a.
Yep, that's the one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Steve said if you're running a fish only tank, you can keep the salinity a little bit lower. With
okay.
I'm with him on that. But like it just all depends on just all depends on the person, I guess.
Also, that's good. That means I can run a brackish. I can get some puffers in if I know how to keep it at that level.
Uh-huh.
Let's face it, man. You got to be. It's almost like a chemist up in here, man. Mixing.
You might as well put on a lab coat. You need a lab coat.
That's what I said, man. You over here looking through microscopes, dripping, taking specimens, passing it over here, spinning it in a container.
Yes, bro.
Come on, man. We like chemists out here.
Uh-huh.
What's that? Who's that? Who's that right here?
Troy. Troy, come on.
Yo. Make sure it's calibrated. Thanks, Coral. Appreciate it. I used to have a brackish tank 1.02. All right. Well, maybe I'll me and Steve will go rap on that. Me and Steve gonna rap on that. We're gonna talk about it, make sure I'm doing the right thing. And if not, I'm doing the right. What's that? Who's that over here now? Who's talking on that one? I see one talking. Someone was talking right there. Where'd he go? What happened to him?
He coming back. Hold on, wait. Here he come. Wait.
Yo, on the real, bro, you messing up the show, bro.
Come on.
And then he leaves, and then he goes, and then he wrote, yo.
That it's my internet, man. Like when my kids come home, it just went like to that one.
We all been there, bro.
We still got to talk to you about your tank and everything, Troy, but we can't even keep you on the show.
I'm ready. What's up? I'm ready. Let's go.
All right, if he fall off, Corey, that means we just continue with the show. All right, he fall off, we just keep going. All right,
keep going, bro.
He said he's ready. He said he's ready. All right.
All right, so put me on up. Let's go. All right, so I got 3 saltwater tanks. So we're gonna pretty much start off with the smallest one, which is hold on, let me turn this camera around. I'm on my phone right now.
I like what you just said there, Coral Aquatic Reef. As soon as you don't chase numbers, once you raise one thing, it messes up something else.
That is a fact.
I respect that.
Is a
I respect
fact.
that. I respect that. Yep.
So this is my 20-gallon tank. I got 2 clowns inside here. I'm running this with a sponge filter, and of course live rocks, and I got a banded shrimp right here. And that's the only 2 things that's inside. Well, 3 things that's inside that tank. So that's my 20-gallon saltwater tank.
Okay.
It used to be my octopus tank, but then what happened with that? And then got my cat. And then right here,
Raul, you'll be able to come on, man, if you want, man. Definitely.
And then right here we got my 120-gallon Predator tank. And of course, you got my Niagara trigger out here.
What's the name of that fish again?
Niagara trigger. Don't start no stuff, Mike.
Corey, why are you laughing, bro? I just asked a question. That's all I asked.
I was reading something funny. It was funny.
You know I can see you, right?
I know. Hey, what is that, Troy? What was that up there?
My narrowline pufferfish.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And then we got Mufasa and Scar back here.
I was just watching Real Hard Fishing's video. He was like, Troy took that name, man. He messed me up.
Facts.
Got Mufasa and Scar back there. I just fed him, and then I got this blue and yellow damsel inside here. Not sure why he's still alive, but hey, he's doing his thing, so I ain't mad at him. And I do have a where is it? I do have a peppermint shrimp somewhere inside these rocks, and he's still alive too, with a triggerfish and 2 lions and a puffer. I take my hat off to that guy. I'm not sure why he's still alive, but hey, he's doing his thing. So
it's still early, still early.
So I'm filtering.
You teaching people. Melanie says she didn't even know you could use a sponge filter with salt water.
Oh yes. Yes. I'm filtering this with one sponge filter over there, one over here, and canister filter down here. So
hey, yo, hold on. Go back down.
Canister filter.
What's the name of that canister filter, bro?
Hold on. I believe it's I don't think it's Sun, but it's one of them brands. Like,
look, man, I'm gonna interrupt you real quick. Don't try to play with me like I'm some fool and act like that ain't no Sun.
Hey,
you know that's the Sun.
Look. This is not filter talk, but we're gonna talk about that. We gonna get. All right.
Yeah, hey, Mike, Sun hit me up. They said, man, that you need to back off, bro. They said we trying, bro. They said they trying to make better filters, bro.
It's all good, Troy. I'm gonna holler at you, bro.
Yeah.
Corey, you too. Yeah, you are. I ain't forget about you either.
Bro, I don't have a Sun. It's a something else. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Call it something else. What is it? It's a home and garden. Say that. It's a home and garden. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh man. Troy, what you got, bro?
My glass do need to be scrubbed. This is my 65-gallon reef tank. I just cut the light on a while ago. So of course,
what's that right there? What's that right there, Troy? It's like it looks like a plant.
It's a coral.
Oh, okay. It's all opened up.
Yeah, I got one right there. I got some zoas down here. Like I said, I just cut the light on. I got my green star polyp right here, and I did have another one somewhere inside here. But in this tank, there's a lots of gobies, man. I got tons of gobies in this tank. I got some shrimps. Of course, I got some dambos. I got some pajama cardinals. I got clowns. You can see they poking their head out. I got some snails. I got some there go another blenny, lawnmower blenny. I got some hermit crabs inside here. I do have some emerald crabs. They are somewhere inside here. I got a turbo snail. I do have I do have a lot of small stuff inside this tank. Excuse the algae. You know, of course, the algae comes from the light. I believe my phosphate is a little bit high. I got to get that in check. But I did do a water change on this tank on yesterday. Yesterday was Saturday. Yeah, yesterday. My nitrate was a little bit high, so I had to go ahead and actually took care of that. I believe I did like a 50% water change on it. But for the most part,
they spotting your green hair algae, Troy.
Yeah, I know. As for the most part, it's I mean, the tank is good, man. As you can, well, my coral started to open back up because I put the I cut the light on. So I'm actually running this tank with 2 sponge filter, one right there and one right there. And I know you guys said it's better to get a cover or a lid for it, because with this tank, I got to top it off pretty much every single day. This tank got a lid on it, of course, and the 20-gallon saltwater tank. But this tank, I pretty much just deal with it. You know, the top off. I do need to get all the top off. Dang, he went back in. As you can see, that was pretty much 2 of my engineering gobies back there. A lot of live rocks, as you can see. The tank is doing great, except for the air algae. But I do have some air algae crew that's inside there. That's will be taking care of that. Lots of hermit crabs. Lots of emerald snails, 2 emerald crabs, 1 turbo snail, 4 Sarasi snails, if I can find one. Oh, there go one right here. So and there go another one back there too. So they're all over the tank, and I believe there go an emerald snail right there on the back of the glass. So I do have lots of life inside this tank. It's just, of course, you know, it's gonna take a while. Let's see if I can turn this back around. 1 second. There we go. So I do have a lot of life inside that tank. It's just, you know, it's gonna take a while. I do go inside there every now and again, and, you know, handpick the air algae off. But I mean, I decide why not get a cleanup crew. But you know, I don't really mind the green ear algae as long as it don't get out of control. You know what I mean? As long as it don't get like super out of control. At one point, it was like that, and I had to get on it. But now it's way better than what it was. I can tell you that for sure. But like I said, everything is pretty much good inside there. All the life forms is pretty much good as far as like coral go, all my invertebrates, all my fishes. It's doing its thing. I haven't had no dead fish, no dead corals and stuff like that.
That's what's up. And you know what? That leads us into our next section. I'm gonna put the invite in. We could bring not Pet Sonics, but we could bring in Patrick and we could bring in Real Hard Fishing. They could both come on. And you know what? If Raul want to come in, put his 2 cents in, you welcome to come on too, bro. I think we'll be able to have you guys all on there. Someone asked for a lighting schedule for you, Troy.
My lighting schedule is I want to say 10 in the morning until 8 or 9 at night. I believe it's on a timer. Now I probably got to adjust the timer, to be honest, to kind of get rid of some of the air algae, because I in my opinion, I think my light is pretty much on a little bit too longer than it should be. That's just my opinion. But yeah, I think I gotta probably turn down it's either turn down the lightning hours or turn down the intensity of the light. That's what I believe. And because the intensity can't actually, if it's like too bright, it can, you know, spike the air algae as well. So I'm working on a green ear cleanup crew algae right now, and everything that I got inside here so far is pretty much doing this thing. Like I said, it was really worse than that before, but you know, it gets better with time. I ain't perfect. I don't know everything, but I do know a little bit just to get by.
I know a little bit about a little. I know a little bit about a little. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right. Well, We got Patrick David in the building. We got Raul's Aquatics in the building. They will probably give us a little bit of insight on what we're talking about. Let's bring them into the room.
Let me get my pen and pad, bro. Get my pen.
Did you put the thing in there inside here for hard fishing?
Yeah, it's in the chat. It was in the chat. Yo, Raul, man, what's going on, big homie? How you doing, bro?
First of all, let me start out by saying, man, our Steelers dropped the ball today, didn't they? Yo,
love it.
My brother was calling me. I didn't even want to pick up the phone because I already knew.
Look, I stayed at an auction because of that. I said, you know what? There's no reason to drive back. I'm just gonna be mad in the car. That's all that's gonna happen.
He kept calling me. I said, man, I'm still in church. Leave me alone, man.
I'm still in church.
I was lying because I didn't want to talk to him.
I already know, man.
Lions, man, they're gonna win the division this year.
I think this was a good, humbling experience for him, for sure.
Yeah, some type of wake-up call.
It better be.
Listen, guys, I'm not.
All right, here we go. Put us on the game.
I'm still learning. You know, I only got the saltwater tank because my wife wanted one. And when you said about being a chemist and learning stuff, you ain't lying. You is not lying. It's a very expensive hobby. I'm not gonna act like I know anything. I'm still learning. Sure, there's more people that know more than me. I put in the comment section that I like to check out the BRS Supply YouTube channel. That's how I learn, and I watch other people's channels and just kind of get an idea of what's going on. So everybody's tank is different, and you're right. You know, I was putting some stuff in the section as far as, you know, levels and stuff like that, but everybody's tank is different. You know, like the gentleman got a lot of algae in his tank, but cosmetically, it would bother me because I got it on display in my living room. So I got to make sure I stay on it. And it's hard for me because I'm a truck driver and I leave and come back. So, you know what I'm saying? So I got to put it on my wife. I got to get it ATO top off, you know, come in. I got to check my parameter. That's why I said to invest in those Hannah checkers to check your phosphate. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I'm sure, you know, the gentleman, you know, there's some other people that can talk more about salt water better than I can. But yeah, I mean, I've got it all in one 45-gallon. I've got some coral. I've had problems too. I had an Optasia breakout.
Tanks are a lot harder.
I couldn't get rid of it. I had to get rid of the live rock and put some new live rock in. I lost a lot of my coral. I got AI aqua illumination light on there, and my wave maker just broke on me yesterday. I had a Nero 5. I had to run down to WWC Nero 3. So it's an expensive hobby, man. It's really expensive. I don't have a sump. I got it all in one. So I got the chambers in the back. I had a problem with my phosphate was really high. So I did a big water change yesterday. I brought it down some, you know, but you know, I like the hobby though, for the chemic aspect of it as far as learning stuff, you know. I'm always going on IG and checking out everybody's tanks, man. I mean, I'm probably going to be getting a bigger tank. That's how much I like it.
Mm-hmm. That's what's up, man.
Freshwater so easy, ain't it? The freshwater tank is so easy. I got so many in my freshwater, I ain't even really got to do nothing. I got to worry about that. You know, it's just, I can go weeks without doing the water change on my freshwater. I can't do that with the salt water. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's hard.
Look, I left here for 4 days. I went up to Harrisburg and I came back. Nobody told me. There was nothing in my return pump. No water.
You got to get that ATO, the little automatic, to give you that goes off. Hey, listen, you know how many fights I've had with my wife? Nobody hears the beeping, and I can look at the camera and call and be like, yo, it's beeping. Somebody fill up get my, and I just got an RODI filter.
Yeah.
Of course, $400 because that thing is expensive. Woo! It's cheaper, but it's cheaper in the long run rather than running and getting the water, the RO water, or getting the salt water. Now I'm just mixing my own salt now. So I got already like 5-gallon RO containers ready to go. So, you know, I mean, those are the things that you learn when you get into the hobby of what you need. Like, like I saw somebody got a sun filter on theirs. I mean, it works. It works.
Well, he tried to deny and say it wasn't a Sun, but I know a Sun when I see it. You ain't gonna try to.
We gonna talk about that.
Listen, you can't pull no wool over my eyes. I know what it is.
I had one for like
look.
It ran really good on my 75, and then the O-ring started leaking, so I went on ahead and investment and brought. The Sunsuns are good, man. They're affordable.
They are.
If you can't afford to spend all that money,
I see Brian's face right there. I see Brian's face right there. My man going, I don't know, man. We're gonna talk about that. Brian or Patrick, either one of y'all want to go ahead and tell us about your tank, what you got going on, and any comments, any advices. Either one of you can go first.
I've already been on here once. Patrick, you want to go ahead?
Sure, I'll go ahead. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Hear you.
Mike, all right, awesome.
What you want?
Put him on the big Patrick.
All right. Put him up.
There we go.
All right, what's up, guys? Hopefully it looks all right. I got a yellow filter on it right now. But anyway, I'll start off with the tank. It's the Red Sea 425 XL. So it's 116 gallons total, 23 gallons sump. I'm an LPS dominant tank. As you can see, all the torches and elegance. I have some Acropora in there as well. I really don't know how many fish I have in here anymore. A lot. I know there's 3 tanks, 4 clownfish, like 6 shrimp, gobies, diamond gobies, all sorts of stuff. So more or less, I'm more focused on my coral nowadays. Honestly, I'm probably sticker shock people. I'm probably like $13,000 into the tank. Yeah, so I mean, equipment alone probably around $800, not including the tank. I have the Apex unit, Trident unit for auto water testing. I have the auto top off on there. I have the T5 hybrid lighting, so it's 4 bulb T5 with 3 LED lights. I run 2 Kessel 360Xs and a XR15 Radeon on it. Outside of that, I'm a huge fan. If you got the money and you're willing to spend it, my biggest investment, I'll bring you into the sump. My biggest love is going to be coming down here is going to be your reef mat. Gotta love a reef mat. This plumbs right into your overflow and literally works automatically and rolls the mat over, so you never have any leftover waste or food or anything in there. Really keeps my nitrates down, especially having probably 20 plus fish in this tank.
So wait, I got a question, Patrick. Hold on.
Yeah.
So you said what's it called again? A reef mat?
Yeah, Red Sea reef mat.
Okay. And you said it catches like your food and like uneaten food and stuff?
So for those that don't know what a filter sock is, a filter sock essentially, as your water cascades into it, it captures all of the big particulates. And similarly, the reef mat does the same thing, but more efficiently. So all the flow is directed into the reef mat from the start, and it's fleece matting, and then it gets collected into the fleece matting. And when the water level will rise as the fleece gets full, and then when it hits the sensor, it rolls itself up, and then a new mat is placed in. So unlike if you've ever heard when you're using filter stocks, you generally want to clean them out every 3 days, 4 days, depending on your bio load, just because you're thinking, okay, I feed mysis or I feed pellets, and they all get trapped into that filter stock, and over time those decay and create nitrates. Well, luckily the reef mat does it for me.
Patrick, before you keep going, now it was said that I should be doing my filter socks every 3 to 5 days, even when I'm cycling it?
No, I wouldn't do it while you're cycling it because you want the nitrates in there while you're cycling. Think of it like, let's go back to freshwater because again, I got 50 freshwater tanks. But let's think about you set up a canister filter. How far along are you going to actually before you change that canister filter? Probably months, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I wouldn't say it's that drastic in saltwater, but it's nearly similar. I mean, until your bioload really picks up, it could be honestly a month or two before you want to change your filter socks out. Until those nitrates get like actually elevated in there, that I would start being on that routine of 3 to 5 days of pulling your filter socks out, either swapping them and cleaning them, or just cleaning them.
Okay.
So,
That's
and
good.
how long did you let your tank become established before you added coral?
Before I added coral?
Before you added, when you cycled, let's just go to the basics. How long did you cycle your tank till it was established?
Okay, I have to be a little, it's going to be a little weird for me because at this tank, I actually, I call it the hot swapping from my other tank. So my previous tank was a 60. I ran a canister on it, ran a XR15. It was a cube with a hang on the back protein skimmer. Really simple setup. I ran seahorses. Now, I'll caveat back to that tank. And I gave it about probably a solid 4 months before I added any coral. And it's just you really need to make sure the parameters are stable and you've established a nice amount of bacteria in there before you're really adding any coral. And you've got your lighting right, your algae's not out of control. Because all in the beginning of that tank setup, you're going to go through diatoms. You're going to go possibly get cyanobacteria. You're going to get green hair algae. And all of that stuff is going to greatly affect that coral, right? And it's almost impossible not to have those things happen. I'm sure, I'm sorry, I don't know the other guy that was just on, but I'm sure with BRS, if you listen to their videos, they'll attest to that. In the beginning, you're going to go through ugly tank syndrome, and it's nearly inevitable unless you're getting.
I see that too. You're right.
Yeah, and so during that stage, you absolutely don't want to put coral in there. Because in the beginning, even with this tank, when I hot swapped it, I still had periods where I got such bad dianos that I had to do blackouts for 7 days. And it's not advised to do that with, thousands of dollars in coral in your tank. So I think
you're right.
a good time frame if you plan to have coral is probably 3 months forward. And then you just start slow. Start easy with the easy corals, softies, leathers, anything that's pretty much indestructible. There's plenty of corals, and we can talk I can go on and on about corals. But then starting with your easy corals and building up as you go. I mean, it took me years and years to get to the stage where I have, corals on my sand bed that are $500-$600 a piece. And to this day, I still struggle with some of them. And I call myself a pretty experienced reefer. So
tank looks good, man.
Okay. And someone was asking if your torches were messing with each other.
No, I've never had that issue. And in the beginning, I thought that was something people talked about, like Indos stinging Australians and vice versa. And even I have like frog spawn and hammers up there, and they actually don't have a huge issue with each other either. So I've never seen that issue become prevalent, and I have 12 different species of torches in here.
Okay. Oh, hey, there's the wifey, huh?
No, that's my daughter.
Oh.
Now, we were talking about salinity, right? And I can caveat back to salinity for you guys, if you want to talk about that.
Sure, most definitely, man. I want to hear. I was actually going to ask Raul about that same question that I asked you. How long were you cycling your tank before you started adding stuff? Like before it became established?
I ain't gonna lie, I was new. So, the store was telling me all these things. I added fish, I swear to you, and I'm not going to lie, the next day. I use the
Wow.
start. I put 2 clownfishes in there, and they're thoroughbreds because I still got them. I've had fish die on me, but them clownfishes that's why I put on the comments. I got oscillarians just like you, the basics. You know, I pay like $20-$30. They were little babies, right? They're still there. They're big, and they've outlasted all the other. And I've had fish die on me for whatever reason. I don't know why. Remember, I was still learning. I know that one of the gentlemen there said don't number chase, but I do number because in this hobby, you want to make sure because your tank could look good, and you don't know your phosphates is skyrocket. You don't know, so I check regularly. I didn't before. I would just go by that fresh water where it looks good. So, and that's not the case with salt water. You know what I'm saying? Another thing is I was gonna ask, like dosing. When you start dosing your tank, you know your 2 parts dosing, 4 parts dosing. I dose my tank, but I dose my tank with one thing that's all in reef that has everything. So I just dose like 5 a daily. So I don't need like a dosing pump or anything like that. I dose manually. I plan on getting a bigger fish tank because this is for everything you do. Freshwater, saltwater. A small body of water is harder to take care of than a larger body of water because that water, you know, that's my philosophy. I only got a 45 gallon because I was afraid and I got a small tank. Now I wish I would have got a bigger tank. So now I'm going to be upgrading and getting a bigger tank. So then I'll get the Apex, you know, and be doing that and up the dosing pumps and stuff like that. I'm in the process of doing a water changing station, so I could put it in my garage with the 25 gallon tank jugs. I was gonna go to Tractor Supply and build a station there so I can get the PVC pipes and hook it up and make it easier for me, so I don't have to worry about carrying no buckets and stuff like that. Make it a little bit easier. So, but I like the salt water because it gave me like a bit more passion and it's more challenging. So and listen, I don't know. I just look at videos all day and learn.
That's smart. That's smart. All right, I love it. I love it. Now let's get our man out here because you know time is moving. Let's get our man real hard fishing out here. Would you say, Ro?
I said he looked like he know a lot too. So
he ready? Oh, he been going through it. So he got a good experience to share with everybody, man. Let's get our man on there.
What's up, y'all?
What up? What up?
What's up, bro?
Troy and Corey and Mike have been following the videos, so they know everything I just went through with the 200-gallon tank.
Nice.
Looks a little bit tighter right now. I just gotta wipe the glass down, but other than that, everyone's doing better. I just went through velvet and a bacteria infection. I lost 8 fish.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I lost 3 groupers. I lost anglerfish. I lost both of my angelfish. I lost my clown trigger fish too.
Dope.
But
not
anyway,
the clown trigger.
It was a learning experience in saltwater. I've went through velvet before and freshwater, and like I told Corey and Troy and Mike before, it's a silent killer, and that's all there is to it. I mean, there's nothing else to say about it, and everything Patrick said as far as the saltwater goes, getting started and everything, is pretty well true. The coral thing, though, I mean, if you're a true beginner in the saltwater, I would actually recommend letting your tank go for at least 6 months to make sure that all your water parameters are going to be good. You don't have any more spikes, because usually when you add livestock to a new tank, even if you add 1 fish, you're going to have something spike if you're not on top of your tank. So it can kill everything. I mean, meaning your coral. Your fish might not be harmed, but it could end up affecting your coral. And he does have a nice coral tank. I'm not a big coral person. I really ain't. I've only got a few corals in my tank. So that's why I was asking what his phosphates and his nitrates were. But as far as a Fowler tank goes, water parameters, salinity, things like that, you definitely need to keep an eye on. Ask me some questions, whatever y'all want to know. When I get put on the spot, I really can't think of things that I need to say. But as you know, I did just go through a bacterial infection and velvet, lost 8 fish. So let's just start from there if you want.
What kind of lights you got on your system?
The lights, I have one Nicrew Hyper Reef on the 200-gallon right now. The other ones are just some ones that I bought from someone on Marketplace. light system on it isn't all that great because I don't have filters. Only if a Fowler tank, I'm never going to put coral in the tank. I'll never put coral. So there's always be a predator tank. So something's going to get eaten or it's going to die. The filtration system I got, this is a ProClear Aquatics. It's made in Jacksonville. I've had this for about 12 or 13 years, the same exact sump. I have done some modifications to it just because I didn't really like the way that it was set up as far as filtration went. I did redo the overflow or the returns here, whatever. Gosh dang it, the end. I don't know. Damn it, I can't remember the flows here. But I drilled more holes in them because I didn't like the way they were coming out. That way it puts more spread throughout the tank there. And that is felt filtering there. I have 3 layers inside there. Then we got bio balls with some matrix and some quartz inside of it as well. And then I added a piece of plexiglass inside of, dang, stupid deck. Hang on. Added a piece of plexiglass right here where the flow is. So that way I can add some more gloss in there to keep it filtered more. The way it keeps it more crystal clear. And then more bacteria, the pump, another sponge. I got a ton of bacteria in there. Then I also have the FX6 that I added to it as a polishing filter.
Oh, okay.
There is some bio in there. Just I have a lot of bio in there because I keep adding fish to it. As y'all know, I did have 20 fish in here. Now I'm down to I think 10 or 11. I do still have my eels. This is the 55 behind me. Let's get this out of the way. So we got the 55, got both the eels in there. We got the snowflake and the zebra moray. And this is where I keep the coral. This is going to be the reef tank. Got a candy cane coral in there. We got fireworks coral. We got the zoa. And then behind that purple rock is 2 anemones that I've had in there basically since I started this tank. Then, of course, all the fish. I have my shark still. He didn't get affected. He's still good. Banded coral shrimp. The skunk cleaner shrimp. I've got a that we're going to call Titus, thanks to Corey. Then I also have Prince, the purple lobster. He's in there somewhere. I don't know exactly where he is because Titus ran him out of his hole, Corey.
What?
Yeah.
Dang.
Then we got this man in there too. Actually, I just went and had this water tested today. And the main reason I was asking Patrick about the coral tank that he has there is because they told me that my water was pretty nasty. It was 4.4 phosphates and my nitrates were high. But y'all can see, and I showed them pictures and videos that the corals are loving it. I mean, I have no
Did you say 4.4 phosphates?
Yes, it was 4.4.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but I mean, you see the corals in there. There's nothing wrong with any of the corals. Never had a problem with any of them. So,
like I said, everybody's tank is different.
Bingo. That's what I was telling them at the fish store. I said, look, I could be the one example that comes in here and, you know, you could tell everybody, hey, look, you know, we know one guy, his tank looks like a toilet, but his corals are surviving.
Right.
But as far as the fish go, the salinity level y'all were talking about, yes, like you said, Troy, there's hyposalinity and hypersalinity. Fish can live in a hyposalinity, you know, for a good period of time, and that's what a lot of people do to cure parasites on some of your fish. The hypersalinity, like you said, is the upper levels of the 1.023 up to 1.026, and you got way too high salinity, which is past the 1.026, which is not really good for the fish.
I was told the corals like it a little more saltier, just like a tidbit. But then for me, okay, so my reef tank I keep at I would say 2.4 to 2.5. My fish only tanks I keep at Mike. I'm gonna kill you. Stop playing with me, Mike. My fish tanks I keep at like 2.3.
Yeah, that's no problem.
2.4.
2.3 to 2.6 is fine for anything. I mean, that's
right.
that's a general salinity for fish and coral. If it's just a Fowler tank, they can be okay in 1.019 if it's just a Fowler tank. But if you got coral in there, you definitely want a higher salinity level.
Right.
Like I said, hyposalinity isn't bad for fish. It actually cures a lot of parasites. But depending on the fish that you're using hyposalinity on, they can't stay in there for long because it's just not good for them. And they won't thrive in there. They'll end up not wanting to eat. They'll get stressed out.
Well, let me Hey Patrick, what salinity do you keep your reef tank at?
I like.
So I always aim for 1.025.
2.5.
Yeah, I'm not going to deviate from 1.025 if I can help it. Again, very similar to what he said was 1.023, 1.026 corals will tolerate, but they hate swings. Again, I have 6 other saltwater systems, 3 of them which have coral in them. And again, when we go into that small tank thing, you'll see that the biggest issues I have in the tiny tanks are just salinity swings. It's not my parameters don't swing too much, but my salinity may swing. So I ended up putting auto top offs on every one of my tanks, even my 13-gallon tank, just because it's been that.
I got a question for you. You got a lot of coral in your tank, so what do you dose? What do you dose your corals with?
I'm dosing Brightwell's code A and code B. I also have to dose calcium and magnesium. So I'm doing their calcium and their magnesium. I have what now? 5 large clams in there, which soak up my calcium along with all my LPS, which is going to soak up all the calcium, and the same with the magnesium for the LPS. So I'm dosing quite a bit, about 60 milliliters each of every one of them a day, just to keep up with a day. Yeah.
Oh wow,
that's insane. I do want to add one thing before everybody gets off of here about the velvet and the bacteria infection. That way, if anybody runs into anything like that, they kind of know what they need to do. If y'all run into the issue where one fish dies and you don't see anything, like I said, it's a silent killer. A lot of times you won't see anything on the fish until it's too late and the fish is already dead. So when you end up having that happen, there is a product if you have a reef tank that you can dose it with, depending on how severe the issue is. And it will work on severe issues. You just follow the directions. This is called Polyp Lab Medic. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of it or ever used it. But it is reef safe. It's good for eels, sharks. It's okay for corals. Now, I did start to use this, but my issue was so severe that I also had to do water changes at the same time. So I couldn't build up the concentration that this requires. You're not supposed to do water changes while you have this in your tank because it requires a certain amount of concentration throughout the 10 to 20 day cycle that you're supposed to use it for. But it will work. There's a few different dosages. You can do 1 dose, 2 dose, or 3 dose, depending on how severe it is. What I end up having to do, though, to cure my problem, because I had bacteria and I had the parasite in there, I had to get the eels out and I had to get my shark out. And I also went and bought Canaplex. I think y'all seen that on some of the videos that y'all been following. Canaplex. And I also bought Metroplex. All right. So the copper I had to buy for the parasite, and the Canaplex I had to buy for the bacteria infection. Now,
hey, I appreciate it. Thanks for letting us know, man.
Yeah, appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it.
Hey, why y'all up there laughing, bro? What's going on? What is going on?
Inside joke. I want to laugh too.
Yeah, I want to know too.
But anyway, real quick.
Hey, if they tried to hide it, they ain't got no poker face.
They did. My man had a serious moment and they laughing. Come on now.
I'm looking at him. He's
dying right now. It's okay. Hey, real hard fishing. We got you, bro. We got you.
But yeah, if y'all run into it, that's what I ran into. That's what I had to do. But you had a reef tank, that Polyp Lab will work. But the copper was the main savior of the tank. But I'm gonna be honest with you, you gotta be careful with some of the fish in there because a lot of skinless fish can't tolerate copper. You gotta watch the copper you get. Copper safe, copper power, 2 decent coppers to use on skinless fish. But you still have to watch the dosage that you use. You still may have to pull some of your fish out, like I did right now. I just had to take my 6-line grouper out last night because leaving him in there too long, the copper has gotten to him and his skin's starting to melt. So I pulled him out. He's over here in another tank now. And I just dosed out with Canaplex to keep out any bacteria that might get inside of his skin. I just keep my fingers crossed that nothing happens to him.
Hey, I got a question for Patrick.
Yeah, what's up?
I'm trying to get. You seen this All for One reef?
So All for One reef is really good for smaller tanks that don't have, I don't know, like $6,000 of coral in there. But I run All for Reef on my nano tanks. My 13-gallon, it works perfectly fine. I mean, if you wanted to upgrade to something, and here's what I was told when it comes to dosing, right? And don't dose until you need to dose. And because you can always water change. If you change your water, your parameters will go right back to where you need them to go because you're replenishing it through the salt that you're buying. Or if you're mixing it yourself, whatever salt you're buying, or if you're buying, pre-mixed salt water from a store, then you're just replenishing it. So if you're doing weekly, even every other week water changes and your levels aren't drastically changing, then just do water changes. There's no need to start dosing.
So here's a question for you. I was getting the salt water ready mixed already from WWC, and I was getting the Brightwell, but I just started yesterday or the day before yesterday mixing my own salt. I did a 50% water change, but I'm not using Red Sea Pro. I'm just using the Red Sea, the regular one. I just did my first water change yesterday with it. They were telling me, slowly increment it in there, but I just went on ahead and just made the full change. I don't see I see the corals are still doing good.
I can add to that too whenever you're done, Patrick.
Well, how big of a water change was it? Because if it's a minor water change, it's not going to make a real big difference. And the difference between the salts is really the alkalinity content and some of the trace minerals in there between those high-end salts and those like Instant Ocean. So yeah, I mean, if you're just doing regular, again, I don't want to get too far deep down the rabbit hole of corals and stuff just for the group because we're on more of a basic level. But you use Instant Ocean, use a simple salt. I'm still using simple Instant Ocean in this tank. You run into more problems when you get into these high-end salts where it's just like crazy, just throwing up the alkalinity and stuff out of nowhere. But
so
did that help, or is that?
I don't mean to cut you off, but do you recommend which salt do you recommend? Because I use
it's preference. It's 100% preference. BRS will tell you it's preference. All I say is stick with an honest, reputable company. That's the biggest key. Red Sea, Mariner Tropica, and Instant Ocean, I think, are some of the best companies out there for salts. Maybe Fritz. I might throw in Fritz in there. But stick with a company that's trustworthy because and I'm going to caveat to a real short story, but just last week, one of our local fish stores, they have really bad salt they use, and salt was mixing at an alk of 6. They didn't know, and 4 people in the Hampton Roads area completely crashed their tanks because this store is selling bad salt. But if you look at companies like Tropic Marina, Red Sea, they honor their stuff. If they come back and you report a bad batch of salt and it's truly bad, they'll replace all your coral. That's how honest they are about their product. Now, I don't think Instant Ocean does the same thing, but Instant Ocean's been around so long and they have such a good reputation, you don't have to worry about it. That stuff's going to mix up. They do quality checks left and right on every single batch they're taking out. So just go with the company that is honest, trustworthy, it's been around for a while. And if you're a beginner, start with the basic salts. Don't get into the pro level salts.
Gotcha.
Okay. Brian, which salt do you use?
He said everything that I was gonna say right there. Instant Ocean is basically the one that I use too because it's General Salt. It's a very well reputable company. And like he said, the main differences is the trace elements and the alkalinity and the salts. And depending on the corals you have, like you said, you want to be a chemist, then you can get into all that. But
right,
like he said, he nailed it. Like I said, I'm not a huge coral. I know a little bit about a lot, and I have a very good local fish store that I go to, and everything he is saying is exactly what I'll be telling y'all as well. So there's nothing else I can add to that.
Yeah, that's what WWC uses here local.
The only thing I can add is get your Hannah checkers. Don't slack and get your Hannah checkers. That's the only thing I'm going to add to that.
Yeah, Raul said that too. That was what Raul recommended as well. Those are so what? That thing's like what, 300 to get that?
No.
No.
$65
for each one. You can get an alkalinity one.
And then the Regents are super cheap to buy the Regents. And the thing is, I justify it by if you go to your fish store, twice a month or 4 times a year, depending on what water check you get done, you're spending $10 to $15 on a water check. You go ahead and spend $65 on the first Hannah checker that you need, because when you're starting up, you're only basically going to need the ammonia, the nitrates. All right. So get the ones you actually need to start with. And then as you progress, go from there. And then also, Patrick hasn't told me about this yet, and I haven't asked him, but I have heard that the calcium is more important than magnesium when you're starting off with your stony corals. So whenever you start off with a stony coral, I would recommend getting the calcium checker. But like I said, I don't know what Patrick has to say about that.
We're diving real deep into all that. I don't think calcium or magnesium checkers are really necessary until you get to this level. I didn't get a calcium test kit or a magnesium test kit until, I don't know, 3 months ago. Basics, nitrates, phosphates. That's I would say bare minimum nitrates, phosphates. Your phosphates are going to give you an indication of like why you might have so much algae or certain issues. And then nitrates, we all know why that's important. There's no reason to get any of your ammonia or nitrite test kits because you can just bring that to the fish store in the beginning and get that checked yourself or from them. So
I guess I need to get.
Oh, and sorry, one more that is very valuable test kit wise: alkalinity. Alkalinity. I don't know why I didn't mention that one, but that's the important one really too. Is to get an alkalinity checker, and I love the Hannah one personally. Everybody has their preference on what they use for test kits, though.
And those are cheaper than the actual. The ones with the vials and stuff. Those are the ones that are about $40 or $40, right?
The Hannahs?
Yeah.
The Hannah checkers, yeah, they run about $50-$60 a piece.
Okay. Yep.
So.
Okay.
And if you have,
go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead, guys.
No, you good. You good. Go ahead.
If you're getting other test kits, my advice is doing Salifert. Salifert is the other brand, which is like the color changing test kits and stuff. And that's what I use for almost everything else. I have nitrates, pH, calcium, magnesium are all in those. So I don't really like API. API is a nice gauge, but it's when it comes down to saltwater and you get into this, it becomes chemist level. So you're going to want to get chemist type of stuff for it.
Now, in your opinion, real quick, with all the coral you have in there, I keep all my tanks at 82 degrees just because I know that it won't reproduce in 82 degrees. And I have had no problems with any of the corals that I have in my tank. What do you keep your tank at?
78, and mostly for evaporation reasons. And some of my corals really hate those high temperatures. Okay. You'll see that anything over 80, some of the corals really start to stress out. And at 82, your evaporation has to be crazy.
I have a lid on mine, so I really don't have a problem with evaporation. I probably lose maybe a gallon of water every 2 weeks.
Oh wow, that's impressive.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm about 5 gallons a week on my system at 78.
You see, I don't have a sump on my coral tank either. It's a hang on the back and an FX6 on the 55. And basically the lid on these are almost sealed the way that I have it on there.
Well, see, for that, I'll caveat why that's okay there, but not okay here. Oxygen exchange is huge on saltwater, especially reef tanks, because you have to keep your pH up, and that's how you keep your pH up is oxygen exchange. And if you lid these tanks, you can't get as much oxygen exchange in there. Hence why my power heads are kind of high to cause turbulence at the top of the water.
You see what I'm
so
saying?
just yeah.
To show you that. That's how I got the return on mine, even with the lid. The lid isn't completely sealed. It's still got air coming through it, but that return goes all the way across top of the tank. And I do that just for the oxygen.
Nice.
I customized that myself out of the FX6.
Nice.
Same thing here on the 200. I've done the same thing on the 200. And then I also had this FX6 up there returning, but that return there, I customized from the stuff over there just for oxygen as well. I'm a huge on oxygen as well. So that's big preach on that. Surface movement is a must.
Agreed.
Oh, look, you see mine right here. You see it.
Yeah, and it helps with the light reflection too. It makes your tank look a lot better too. It makes the light reflect, and it looks a lot better to me.
Mm-hmm.
But Patrick, that's a beautiful tank, man. I really like that, and that's how I want my 55 to be in the future.
Most definitely.
Have you
Good.
fragging or anything?
Appreciate it. Yeah,
So
I do frag, yes.
I got a question, y'all. I got a question. We've been learning about the scientific side of how to maintain the saltwater tank. Let's talk about the fish. Can we talk about the fish, right? So I was thinking, can I put a community of tangs, yellow tangs, together in a 125? Maybe like 6 of them. Can that happen?
So I'll start off. I'll say yes. I have 2 in here. If you haven't seen them swimming around together,
I've seen
completely different sizes. That specific tang species does not necessarily school, but tolerates each other. Convict tangs are the schooling tang. If you wanted to get into an actual schooling tang, that's going to be the convict tang. But I've seen it happen. 6 in a 125 is pretty deep. Now I'm no master on this, but a lot of tang advice in that would be you need to get them all at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
However, I added these 2 at completely different times. I mean, they were almost 8 months apart. So take that with a grain of salt. But I would say if you could, you should add them all at the same time. And to be honest, nowadays, get them from Biota. If you're planning on getting 8 in a 125, get them all from Biota. They're all aquacultured. There's very, very small chance you're going to get velvet or ick or any issues out of those fish because they've been born in captivity. They'll all be the same size, and it's the cheapest you're going to get them right now.
Okay.
I can also help out with that. What he said, yes, get them all at the same time is good. Tangs are known to be aggressive towards each other. But with the amount of space that Patrick has in that tank or hiding spots, that's another reason why I probably don't show a whole lot of aggression to each other as well, because there's a lot of different places that the other one can hide. And depending on the amount of space that each one needs, they only require a certain amount of territory to hover around. Now, depending on the aggression level and the amount of space another fish requires, one fish can say that, the whole tank is mine. So depending on the size and the territory that fish requires has a lot to do with how many you're going to be able to add and how many hiding spots that you have inside that tank as well. I only know this from experience and everything that I've had and I've dealt with as far as aggression goes in freshwater and saltwater. But I do know that tangs are definitely known to be aggressive toward each other unless, like you said, Patrick, add them together at the same time. Or, like I said, have multiple different places for them to hide or plenty of territory for each one to have its own territory. And also line of sight breaks. Line of sight breaks is a huge, huge thing when you have aggressive and predatory fish. Without line of sight breaks, All it takes is one fish to see that one across the tank that it doesn't like, and it's on, and it won't stop.
Also, weird random fact: mirrors. Have a mirror.
Mirror?
Yeah, I'll show you. Go ahead and talk, but I'll show you.
Let me see that. I want to see what that a mirror.
All right, so I put my mirror up, and you'll see my most aggressive fish is my whitetail bristle-tooth tang, and then I just put that mirror over there, and he is super aggressive and was very aggressive to my other fish. And anytime I add a fish, I put this mirror up for him because he just attacks himself and leaves him alone.
That is a daggum good trick right there, Patrick.
That's dope.
But you just see him; he will not get off of himself. He'll do this for days. He'll do it for days.
You just gave me an idea, Patrick. I swear, that's a good idea.
I learned it from a local fish store owner, and I'll tell you what, it works real well.
Okay, so I got a question. I got a question for Patrick and Brian. Okay, so in my 125, right? I currently got 4 fish. I got 2 lionfish, 1 trigger, and 1 narrow line puffer. Right? Would you guys recommend me putting anything else inside there? I know those fish get to a decent size, and they require space to swim. I said that was the last set I'm going to put in there, and nothing else. What do you recommend?
Do you have any bottom? Do you have any bottom feeders, a cleanup crew, or anything? A fox face would definitely be good in there because they don't get that big. He's right about that, and they will definitely help with algae. That's true. My fox face does a number on the algae. As far as any other fish that actually grow real big and that are predatory, as far as eating your meaty foods, with the filtration on there, depends. Because your phosphate can get real high, your nitrate can get super high as well, and you have to do a lot of water changes. You're running into issues like I had 20 fish in my 200, so I had to keep doing water changes on mine to keep the phosphates down. You can also end up with bacterial blooms and things like that. Those fish that you have in there already are going to get pretty big, Troy. So unless you have a plan already to move them to a bigger tank in the future, I would probably go with a nice cleanup crew and, like Corey said, a fox face.
Well, he can't do a cleanup crew because he has triggers and puffers, and they will annihilate anything with a shot.
And that, but
I know a lot of people have said that. I've got Niger trigger, I've got a clown trigger, I've got a Picasso trigger, and I've got turbo snails. I've had hermit.
Well,
crab.
trigger's a different story, but it's his puffer that's going to be the issue.
Because I was thinking about some shrimp, but I'm like, nah.
And your lionfish.
The lionfish is going to go after those guys as soon as I put them in. I was thinking about crabs, but I'm like, nah. Then I got that puffer, like you said, that's going to go after that. So it's like,
I'm going to be honest with you. Look, I don't mean to cut you off. My puffers have not touched a single one of my hermit crabs ever since I've dropped them in there. The only one that I had a problem with was my huge mappa puffer that y'all see me add, in the last month. And that's when I dropped the snails in there, the zombie snails. But once I moved them away from the zombie snails, they got away when they were buried in the sand. But as far as the hermit crabs and everything go, he's never touched a hermit crab. And I've got tons of hermit crabs. I had to move them out because of the copper. But it all depends on the fish. Really, honestly depends on the fish. Now, shrimp, no, I wouldn't recommend putting any shrimp in there. Shrimp, things like that, no. But the hermit crabs, I haven't had a problem with, period, in my experience.
So with like you said, I guess it depends on the type of fish, I guess. If they want to be,
if they want to be assholes, excuse my language, they can be.
All right. What do you think, Patrick?
Again, what was the size of the tank, and what you're running a sump, right?
No, no sump as of right now. It's a 120. 2 lions, 1 puffer, and 1 trigger.
I think you can manage a fox face, but I don't know if I go anything over a fox face. Just because you're not running a sump, your filtration isn't great. It's not. You almost need over the top filtration, right? And so maybe a fox face just to manage algae, and then everything else is at your own risk. Throwing in anything outside of that, like hermits, snails, shrimp, and just know that you drop it in and you go, oh, that's $5, and then it goes whoop, and you're like, dang,
Right.
that's $5. So,
I would not recommend shrimp. Now, hermit crab, you can get some hermit crabs for cheap. You can get them for like $2 a piece, depending on what store you go to. I don't know about your store. The zombie snails, they can get a little bit pricey, but once they get into the sand, you don't have to worry about them. They can get away because they come out at nighttime mainly, or whenever you drop a chunk of food in there. So you don't have to worry about them getting messed with. The hermit crabs, like I said, it's hit or miss. I haven't had a problem with them. I'm sure others have watched some of the hermit crabs get annihilated by their puffers. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But listen, if you put, 10 hermit crabs in your tank and you bought them at $2 a piece, $20, they keep your tank clean for a month and a half. They serve their purpose. I mean, you're buying live feeders sometimes for $30, $40, depending on how many you're buying, depending on the price of your grass shrimp, your feeder fish like that. You're throwing them there to get eat anyways. So if the cleanup crew goes in there, cleans your tank up, and it serves as food, hey, did you really lose anything?
Yeah. It's a win-win. Okay.
Mike, you got any questions? You've been quiet.
You know what I'm saying? So
Mike was up there sleeping.
Bro,
Mike's over there messing with me. That's what he's doing.
Bro, I be listening, man. I'm just
Wake
trying
up,
to
bro.
take it in.
You taking notes, huh? Yeah, me too, bro.
Look, I'm over here. Look, I'm not playing. I'm over here like this too.
Bro, I got my notes right here.
I got another question though. So look, so I never had a fox face before. I know they're venomous, but are they carnivores or are they omnivores? Or they're
omnivores.
They're omnivores.
Omnivores. So they eat both like I say shrimp and algae and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
I feed mine seaweed. I feed mine shrimp. I feed mine krill. You should see him go to town on the frozen shrimp and the krill. But when you put seaweed in there, I got a seaweed clip. You put seaweed in there, he'll eat on that seaweed all day long. Now, when you don't have seaweed and you have a good amount of algae, he goes to town on the algae. Fox faces, I'm going to tell you right now, in my opinion, fox face is one of the best fish I've ever seen when it comes to algae.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, I got a question for you, Real Hard Fishing. I think you told me in one of my videos in a comment, you was telling me about the zombie snails, right? I wanted to ask you, because in like freshwater, certain snails, they breed like crazy. Are the zombie snails the same way? Would they take over your tank?
No.
So I can get those and maybe 2 hermit crabs, and I'll be good for the 40 gallons. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, because I was looking for some bottom feeders just to take care of like everything on the bottom.
If you could find you a baby
could also
crab, baby horseshoe crabs are awesome too, man. I got one at 55, and he takes care of the bottom with it, no problem by himself, basically.
Okay.
You could also do a conch snail if you've ever seen a conch.
Huge.
Conch snail?
CONCH.
Sand over for you and turn it over. Like the goby, the diamond goby is a sand shifter for you. On the bottom of your sand. Those work really well.
Okay.
Well, I want to tell you what I have in my 55 because this is the best combination that I found in my 55 if you don't have any serious predator fish, all right? And I have no problem with any algae on the sand whatsoever. So as y'all can see, I have no problem at all with the sand. All right, so I have 5 zombie snails in there, probably about 8 hermit crabs, 9 hermit crabs maybe. I have a horseshoe crab, and then 1 turbo snail, I believe it is. Other than that, it's just the shrimp, the lobster, and that's it.
Okay. All right, bet.
I got like
that's
20
my emerald crab eating algae.
Oh, that's cool.
Emerald crabs, about 2 hermit crabs. I had a black hair algae issue, and I got one of the lawnmower gobies to eat that. But just don't feed them too much because then they get lazy and don't want to do the job.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Benny Bronx, he ain't doing nothing.
Yep.
All right, cool.
That's what's up.
Other than that, as far as the glass goes, on the algae on the glass, there's not a whole lot of things that's going to keep a whole lot of algae off your glass other than keep your water clean, other than you wiping it down, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But as far as the bottom goes, you can definitely keep the bottom clean by putting in some cleanup crew in there. You ain't got to worry about it. Even in the 200, y'all can see in the 200, I don't have a problem with algae on the bottom of my sand. And I had a bunch of them. I had to take a lot of them out because of the copper and crustaceans and don't do well in copper. But I actually still have a couple hermit crabs that are alive in here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. But that's in that one there, I had the hermit crabs and I had the turbo snails and I had the zombie snails in there to keep the sand clean in that one. And of course, my dragon wrasse. If any of y'all really want to add an awesome, very cool, unique fish that doesn't get very big, I mean, it gets a medium size, 11 inches, a dragon wrasse. Look them up. They completely change from juvenile to adult.
Dragon wrasse.
So look, Brian. So, are those fish good on with reef?
Yeah, they are reef safe with caution. They won't kill your corals. They don't eat corals, but they can eat smaller tiny fish. But I have a problem. Mine's never had a problem with going after any of them. Mine's a juvenile right now, but they do get 11 inches, and they are carnivores. But they do not mess with your coral.
My pet store owner, I saw one there on Saturday. My pet store owner say, I got to be real confident with that dragon wrasse in a reef tank.
Raul, what you got in there, Raul? What is that?
Mine with my anemones didn't have a problem with it, but I've got him in the predator tank.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, they are reef safe with caution, depending on what you have in the tank. Because when I say that, is because you have shrimp and stuff in a reef tank. That's why, because they eat crustaceans. They're predators. So they'll eat your crustaceans. And they're also called a rock moving wrasse. Man, they are so freaking cool. Mine, look, dude, I have a whole bunch of empty shells across the bottom of my tank. He takes every shell. He'll collect all the shells and build a castle, and he'll build his nest under the castle when he goes to sleep.
That's
in the sand. He's cool as hell. Yeah.
That's cool. Go ahead, Rahul.
What you got there, bro?
My clownfish. I got clownfish in there. The bar gobies, they're probably up underneath the rocks. There. They let me touch them. Then I got the pajama card. I had two of them. One of them died. As far as coral, I got a trumpet. I got a hammer. I got one of them. I forget what the name of it. It's green. It's got they call it a Hulk something. I got three zoas. I don't know the name of these right here, but they got all over the tank.
When you said Hulk, is that the kryptonite candy cane coral, or?
You see that right there? The green one behind the zoa?
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's a nice coral, man.
Then I got a hammer.
Yeah.
8 cans there. I forget the name of that one there.
I gotta jump off of here, guys.
All right, Patrick, it was good seeing you, man. Your tank's beautiful,
Yeah.
buddy. Thanks for all the info, man.
If y'all have any questions, just reach out to me on Instagram.
Got it.
Will do.
Anytime. All right, guys.
Thanks, man.
Got you. Thanks, Patrick.
Good night.
Appreciate it.
You too.
Hey, so on the lighting, I've got one of these Hydra 32s from AI Aqua Illumination, and I've got the Nero. I've got a Nero 3 on there now. I had the 5. The good thing about them is that you can go on their website and you can look at other people's tanks, and if they kind of fit the same like size of your tank, you can download their programming, and you can automatically download it to the app, and you can adjust your lighting by pairing up with somebody else's lighting that works for their tank.
No, that's awesome.
That's why I've got the AI. I mean, they got a lot of good equipment out there, but I just stuck with the AI, and probably in the future the Apex Junior maybe, because it's a small tank. They got the Junior down as cheap. I like it because of the I like the Apex system because of the control power bar, the energy bar, where you can control everything through your phone and cut off everything, cut on everything, cut on your heater, adjust the heater light, the lighting and stuff like that. And you'll get alerts when you're away from the house if something stops working. That's a good thing about having the Apex system. Here with the system that I got, I don't have nothing to alert me if something stops working. So, luckily somebody's always home at the house. But the Apex system is pretty good. It costs a lot of money, but it's worth it though if you spend a lot of money on corals. My corals are not big because I get them as frag plugs and I let them grow on their own. If the frag plugs are cheaper rather than buying the big, like you see, I had those torches. Those torches can go up to like $800, $900, and I'd hate to spend that much money on a torch and then it die on me for whatever reason. Now you out $800. So
That's the thing, man. People spend all that money and
I start out small frags. I'd rather just go get the frags and let them grow. So if something that dies, I spend $30, $40 or whatever, $50, and then with WWC, if you spend so much money, I'm giving you like discounts. You'll get so much money off the next frag that you buy. Like if you spend like $500 total, they'll give you like 100 points and you get $100 off on.
Where are you from, Raul?
Oh, I live here in Orlando, in St. Cloud, Florida.
I live right here in Ocala. When you said WWC, I was like, yeah, he must be near Orlando. So yeah, I'm right here in Ocala. I'm an hour away.
They got the one down by SeaWorld close over that way, and then they got the one over here in Winter Park. But I go to Ocala a lot because the FedEx terminal's over there. I go pick up my nose over there sometimes.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Hello.
That's nice. Hey, nice local. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too. Hey, these guys are talking about these auctions, these fish auctions.
Yeah.
They have them all the time down here in Florida. You just gotta find them.
That's what I gotta do because I didn't know about it.
I've never heard of them either.
You join the Facebook groups?
Yeah, I got on some groups, but I didn't see any about auctions on any of them. I'm on Florida Aquariums. I'm on the Ocala one. I'm on Central Florida Aquarium. I think it is Trade or whatever it is.
Yeah.
There's another quarter.
They just had one down, so I didn't go. But they usually sometimes have ones in Tampa. They usually have them down south, going towards close to Miami. There's a gentleman by the name of Garcia Aquatics. He just went to one. I didn't know about it, because I don't really have the time to. But he just went to one and he bought a lot of stuff. Though that's the way to go, though. If you really, if you like buying a lot of fish, if you got a lot of tanks, auctions, man, you walk away out of there with some nice fish for cheap, and you won't spend a lot of money.
Good looking out. Yeah, I got to get on there and turn the notifications on. I think it's a problem. I don't have the notifications popping up right now.
Hey, just follow me on Instagram. Hit me up, and then the next time I hear one, I can just communicate with you and shoot it out.
What's your Instagram page?
It's Raul's Aquatics and Reptiles.
Doing it now.
That's cool.
Right now.
Put it on the link or something. Put it on there. But I like Mike's tank, bro. Brand new like that, starting new, and cycling. Yeah, man, I can't wait to get another tank because I've learned from all the mistakes that I made on this one that I know what to do better on my next. Like, for instance, I was buying coral frags and I wasn't dipping my coral. You got to dip them clean because they could introduce a lot of parasites into your tank. That's how I got the Aptasia breakout on my tank. Was I went and bought coral from one store, and as soon as I put the coral in there, I started getting Aptasia breakout. Yep. And I didn't deal with it right away, and it started to spread, and it spread. And Aptasia is a nemesis on salt water because it's hard to get rid of Aptasia.
I heard.
Yeah.
What kind of treatment you get that you're gonna find? I still got one or two in the tank after I got rid of all my rocks because I had to get rid of all my rocks And
Have you tried the Aptasia eating starfish?
Listen, I don't even want to go tell you what the different things that I brought for Aptasia. every time I put livestock in here to kill the Aptasia, they wouldn't eat the Aptasia. They eat the food that I'm feeding them. I brought starfish. I brought the spider crab. I brought the foul fish.
Yeah.
They didn't do nothing.
Foul fish, yeah.
I paid $80 for that sucker. He ain't do nothing.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Wow.
Listen, I spent so much money that I got tired and was gonna sell the tank. And my wife was like, "Don't sell the tank. Just we just went back to WWC." Here's my grandson hitting me while I'm trying to talk on. Get out of here, man. I just went on ahead and bought brand new live rock and I lost a lot of the corals a lot of zoas I lost. So I just started all over again, and it's been doing good, man. I mean, the tank's pretty good. I'm learning more. I'm paying more attention to
the. You didn't give up. A lot of people would have gave up, man.
Listen, I only got the tank because wifey wanted it. The money that I've spent on this tank, the tank alone, the setup alone, little tank is 45 gallons with the light, the skimmer, the wave.
So you got it because the wifey wanted it, but you're the one taking care of it.
That's how it happened.
That part. I know she's gonna say something because she can hear me.
Yep.
Yeah,
she ever did a water change before?
No.
Oh.
No water changes. I do everything. He does. Check this out. I used to come back off the road and see algae all over the glass. I used to be like, "Damn, baby, clean the glass." So I went and brought one of these flipper magnets with the razor on it. You hear her? She feeds fish every day. That's why my phosphate is high. That's another thing on feed. I found out recently that pellet food releases a lot, increases the phosphates a lot too. So I kind of brine shrimp and what other ones I got in here? Hold on.
Mysis.
I got
Mysis. Yep.
Mysis frozen shrimp.
Yep.
And brine. So I'm trying to. I got flake food too, but I'm trying to stay away from the pellets because I heard the pellets.
Flake food's bad too.
Is it really?
Yeah, flake food's got a lot of phosphates too. It's messy.
I got this one right here. Hold on. I occasionally do this.
A little bit, because a little bit that goes a long ways. Because when they eat them flakes, they don't eat all of it. You see, it goes out through their gills.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
so they don't eat.
Should they greedy?
Yeah.
I rotate. Like I don't feed the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I just one day I may give them a little bit of flake food. And what I've learned also too is you'll be surprised your feeding is too much. You be thinking, because you're a human and you're thinking, oh, I'm going to consume a lot. These fishes, a little bit of food is good enough. So I stick with it. I try to go the other day and feed them rather than feeding them every day to try to get the levels under control. Because high, bro. The Hannah checker was registered blinking because it was too high.
Yep.
So I had, the Hannah checker was like,
no.
I had to look at the instructions, and it was telling me that the levels are higher than what the Hannah register can register because they don't go past 9.0. So it was blinking, and I was like, "What's checker wrong?" Homie, it's because too much feeding. I had to adjust the schedule, bring it down a little bit instead of running for so long.
Real quick too, on the feeding thing, a variety is good. I'm gonna be honest with you. No matter what you feed your fish, it is good to feed them a variety because not one food is gonna have all the ingredients or the vitamins or nutrients in it that all those fish require. So you're definitely gonna want a variety of foods, whether it be pellet, whether it be flake, whether it be frozen or whatnot. because unless you're feeding them live food every day, they're never going to get the actual ingredients and vitamins they need.
I also feed my corals. I also feed them some of this Phyto Feast.
Oh shit! What is shoot? What? Okay.
Phyto Feast and the Oyster Feast. And I mix it together. I used to do broadcast feeding, but what I do now is I mix it together. Reef Roy's is good, and I mix it all together. And then I take one of those turkey bases, and I target feed my my corals. And for some reason, they've been doing much better that way. I just cut off my wave maker every like 3 days for
pet.
Okay. You see?
And this is really good. It's in a powder form.
Yeah.
And I do the same thing like you said. I just take a little bit and I'll put it inside like a little container and then mix it up with the tank water and then use a turkey baster and I spot feed certain corals. My anemones don't really require any spot feeding, and they basically eat like the mysis. They'll actually eat whole pieces of shrimp. Yep.
Mix this in there because my Reef Roy's ran out. So I had some of this Reef Blizzard by Brightwell, extreme color coral food. So I just take a little bit of this powder, like you said, mix it with the salt water, and then I take the Phyto Feast and I take the Oyster Feast. I mix it all together, and that way I could knock out the feeding in one shot.
There you go.
And they eat it because I can see my 8 cans open up. So,
all right, yo, I don't want to cut y'all off, but we done went way past our time limit
we
here.
had a good show.
Yeah.
Got good, like, yes, sir. It got good.
It's like it's over 2 hours. Like we done went over.
But listen, glad we talked about it because not only did it help you guys, but maybe somebody in the chat. You know what I'm saying?
I learned a little bit myself.
So
listen, I know for a fact we're gonna come back and touch on this another time, and I know you guys are around. I know Raul. I always see my man Real Hard Fishing always posting. So I'll reach out. I'm sure Troy will reach out. I'm sure Corey will reach out. We will probably, as soon as we start finishing up on these cycles and becoming established, we're going to be touching right back on this. And we'll be going right back at it.
I love it.
Yeah, I think I really think this Salty Sunday was a big success, man. It got deep at sometimes, you know what I'm saying? It got deep. We talk about parasites, we talk about corals, talk about fish, salinity, water quality. So I really enjoyed it, and I really learned a lot from all three of you guys, Raul, Brian, and David. You guys are very knowledgeable, and of course, I always get you guys at my disposal. So I'm very grateful, man, that we had this Salty Sunday talk all about salt water. I like it, and as what Mike said, I'm pretty sure we're going to do it again just to get some more knowledge and put the knowledge out there as well. So, yeah. And, what Angie said, make sure you guys sub, man. Make sure you guys sub to everybody that was on here.
Yeah, check out their channels, man. Check out their channels. I believe they both got Instagram and YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Instagram.
I appreciate y'all bringing in. I always love talking to y'all. Love y'all. Y'all are great. Anytime y'all have any questions or, anything like that, if I got any questions, I'll ask y'all. But, you always know where I am.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Yes,
bro, I got you a new follower tonight, too, man. It's good meeting you.
God bless.
Stay safe on the road, everybody.
All right.
All right. Peace out. All right, now. And that's it for us, man. I mean, you'll see us next week. We're going to be on another topic, but oof. That was a long one. That was a long one, bro. That's a lot of information, though. That's the only difference.
It is, but
a lot of information.
I like it, man, because we can always go back. Like I said, these guys are very knowledgeable, very experienced, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So more than what we have. So I'll say, I really enjoy it, man.
For sure.
Yeah, too. Yeah.
Yep.
And thanks again, David, Brian, as well as Raul.
Yep.
Thank
and Raul's. Yep. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate all y'all. Thank y'all for watching. We'll see y'all next Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll be on another topic. Make sure y'all in tune on our channels. We will start posting highlights to let you know what we going to talk about next week. So make sure you be there. That's all I got, fellas. I'm ready to wrap.
Take us out, Mr. Troublemaker.
Troublemaker. What's that?
Oh.
This guy right here.
If you ain't reaching for the stars, then why you reaching? Because, you know.
This guy right here. Man. Anyway, family, you already know, man. Have a blessed one, family. Be a blessing to somebody. And don't block your own blessing, all right? Until next week, family, we'll catch you week. Peace out. God bless.
Hey, keep grinding, everybody. That we good. We out.
Peace. We love y'all, man.